Hello, it's day 44 and we're leaving Bratislava.
At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're leaving the presidential area. We've got about 50 k's today to Potsdam and Sia in Austria. 3 countries in one day.
We're racking them up today. Bratislava is looking much more sunny and happening today as we cycle out. It's a perfect afternoon. We're waving goodbye to the Danube now as we head off in a different direction down on the Eurovelo 13 on the Iron Curtain Way.
I totally forgot that we actually are saying goodbye to the Danube. Now I feel a bit emotional.
It's a windy day, and so now this wind farm is making lots of electricity. It's quite incredible how they just disappear into the distance. Cycling along the lake wetlands, the lake far away over there. Whoa. And grouse keep on flying out from the grass and give me a massive fright.
Watching the sunset over the lake, and the wind turbines are still there, still going.
Hi, welcome to day 45, and we are in Austria. We've left Podersdorf this morning and we've gone up a huge bird hide to see the views of Neusiedler. And it's a beautiful day today. Lots of cyclists on this route.
Yeah, there's a cycle route that goes all the way around the lake. Everyone's downstairs over here having their breakfast chat, which you might be able to hear.
And we're hungry. We're going looking for breakfast too now.
Yeah. The geese cleaning up the vines. We're cycling along the Iron Curtain Trail, swapping between Hungary and Austria and then into Slovenia tomorrow. And we're seeing the changes to the wheat fields. How early on in our trip the wheat was all small and green, and now it's golden and ready for harvest.
Summertime in Hungary. The marshmallows are migrating without their covers.
There's a deer that we've just seen bounding through the wheat, and he's hiding in there. We can just see his ears.
Hello, you are lovely. So when Ethel goes on holiday, he has things like ice cream for lunch.
You're throwing me into that.
He has rum ice cream for lunch. I'm having cookies and cream.
And we're crossing back into Austria from Hungary.
Girls, we've had a good day of riding today, but it's just so hard with my bicycle. My luggage is too heavy. So I've decided I'll pack a lighter next time.
Quite idyllic, cycling on a hot day in the shade with a nice cool breeze over us. And just like that, we're back into Hungary.
We've crossed back over the border from Austria into Hungary again, and we're in a lovely forest. It's a great cool way to spend an afternoon. We've probably got another 40 kilometers still to ride today, so it's going to be 105 or so. Oh, it's so beautiful. We have a whole collection of cherries from the cherry tree thanks to this athletic man. He's getting the sweetest cherries off the tree. Well done.
We're riding up a wild hill. My camera's a bit foggy because it's
hot and sweaty.
After our push up the hill, we come out to this beautiful view.
Of Burgenland, Mittelburgenland.
Burgenland in Austria.
It's Nelly here.
Gail has no rear brakes, so she has to be very careful on downhills. We're gonna fix them. Dogs have a thing about people riding bikes, but you just have to walk past them and show that you're actually human and not some weird animal. Our route's taking us through this lovely medieval town of Kozak. It was a fortified town and was laid to siege by the Turks in the 1500s. It's been a while since we've been through one of these medieval villages. Tonight we are camping in Hungary. It wasn't the plan. We were going to be staying in Austria, but last night we stayed in Austria and it was so expensive.
Yeah.
And I saw that there was a campsite here on the edge of Hungary, and it's a lovely little campsite appended to the local fire station. We've enjoyed our stay at the Kak local sports park and camping site and fire engine station and town hall and all sorts.
And it's day 46 and we're going back to Austria and spending the day in Austria.
Nice. We haven't seen many of these in our travels. It's the old border post between Hungary and Austria. All unused now. And welcome back to Austria.
Back in Burgenland in Austria. Beautiful places. Now that we're back in Austria, we're back to the land where they have fountains with fish as their focal point. Athel's corrupting the locals in Austria and Reschnitz. We've had an impromptu brake repair stop because now my front brake has just stopped working. Luckily my back brakes worked a little bit so I could come to a stop. But yes, definitely needing to get to the mechanic in the next 2 days.
I'm having my Black Forest cake, which is delayed from the birthday.
You did have 4 cakes on your birthday, I'll just remind you.
It wasn't Black Forest cake. Ours proper Black Forest.
What a treat, wow. We're about 40 k's in for today, cycling through wheat fields again and thankfully back on the flat section. Photo flower bomb!
So this is a history of the border line. Just crossed over the border. It's quite sad that this land was separate. The storks in their nests now have babies that are getting big. We're soon going to be coming to the end of our Hungarian adventure. So this is one of our last Hungarian villages that we go through before going back to Austria. Before tomorrow we arrive in Slovenia. This is the traditional house or cottage in this part of the world, and they're all along the street in Austria. This used to be a pilgrimage church And then when the communists after the Second World War split the border, it happened to be in the no man's land between the two, so it fell into disuse and now is being restored. We're riding along gravel roads through the forests, which is nice to have a bit of shade, but it's a very bumpy gravel road. This bit is really good, but the bit before was very bumpy. We've been going through lovely forest roads, but it is also a commercial forestry area, and so they're busy logging at the moment. And there's a little buck. It's just come out of the bushes. So this is where we divert off the Eurovelo 13 onto the Eurovelo 14. And so no longer on the Iron Curtain Trail, but we are on the Waters of Europe Trail. We're leaving Jennersdorf camping really early this morning because it's going to be a hot day. We've got 100 k's to go.
Day 47, just to say.
We're off to go get ourselves some breakfast and then a long day of riding.
Hilly forest, it's beautiful.
It's very dramatic scenery over here, with a schloss on the mountain and just incredible views through the forests down towards Slovenia. The local fire brigade is doing a relay race for training.
Alright, so we're standing at a wonderful viewpoint here. Over there, far across there is Hungary, and there's the point where the three countries meet. And then you look across here over towards Slovenia, which we're now coming quite close to. And then back that way to Austria. So we're in a stunning area. So we're on the ridge at Anna St. Eigen, and there's looking the other way into Austria again.
And we're riding into Slovenia. Hooray! We might have taken a wrong turn because now the directions are pointing us to Sydney.
Only 16,000 kilometers away. We can do it.
Yeah, quick ride. Lunchtime now, midday, and it's warming up, but we've gone more than halfway, and we're having lunch right next to a lovely lake. Okay, I planned us to go this nice shortcut, but unfortunately the shortcut involves a swim because the ferry's not running. I didn't realize there was a ferry.
So what does this mean for us?
It means an extra 10 k's.
Ah!
Welcome to Slovenia. Just ridden through the old border post, and now we are officially in Slovenia.
So we're in Slovenia now. We're 16 kilometers from Maribor, our spot tonight. And as Athel says, now it gets harder because there's no real cycleway and we haven't seen a sign for a while.
And what a hill we just climbed.
Well, that is probably our worst hill so far. The first time I've actually been sweating a lot in Europe. It's 28 degrees today, but it feels like it's in the 30s after that. But only 15 to Maribor now.
But look at the landscape we're cycling through. And that's why we've got lots of hills.
We've arrived in Maribor, the provincial second biggest city of Slovenia. And this is a tribute to 1941 to 1945. And there's faces in there. You can even actually see a communist star in there. But we're not sure exactly what it's about. We're in Old City Maribor. Athel's checking the route. I'm checking out the old castle.
Got in and the guy said, "Oh, the whole campsite's full, but never mind. You can go in my private area." And so we're camping in the guy's backyard. And luxury. So we've got a bit of privacy. We're just having burgers.
All is good in the world.
We feel really good.
So we are camped at Camp Kekek in the outskirts of Maribor, and check out that awesome summer playground. So you go up on the gondola and then you come down on this really freaky and steep luge. Really fun, but we're going to Zagreb now instead.
The old town is waking up. At 8:30, all the town bells start ringing.
There's the old blue tram heading out of the main square of Zagreb. And we've just arrived, just caught the Flix bus from Maribor, and now we're about to go exploring the old town. One of Zagreb's city parks, and a lovely open air orchestra performance for the people passing by, like us.
Beautiful summer day in Zagreb.
And there's one of the old-fashioned blue trams outside the park. We're combining Smarties with map planning for our afternoon of excursions. We're starting here at the oldest fountain in Zagreb we just discovered, and listening to the enthusiastic applause for the band. Clever dogs in Zagreb. We are looking at St. Mark's Church, which is undergoing renovations in Upper Town. It is quite magnificent, but it's very much being fixed up at the moment. Look at the archway, can you see that? Yeah. This is St. Cyril.
This is the old city gate, and inside they've got a gas lamp going, and all on the wall are plaques. I'm not sure.
The only gate from medieval times.
Yeah.
Looking down on St. George from the Upper Town stone gate. We're about to go back into the lower town of Zagreb.
Wandering down the old streets of Zagreb from the upper town down to the lower town.
It's been very hot today in Zagreb, almost 30 degrees. It's like being back in Versailles. Check out the fountains, they're going off. We're in Zagreb for the day and exploring while we wait for our Flix bus later today. We're in the fanciest part of town. People go shopping here, and there's a doorman that lets them out of the shops. And there's the train station. And here's Athel.
Hello.
And there's parks down that way. So yeah, fancy Zagreb. Here we are at lunchtime, sitting under the shade of the horse's butt, looking out at the main exhibition area. Oh, Athel's eating a very yummy, what is it?
It's a wrap.
A wrap? Yeah, I'm eating my burek, spinach burek. So Athel's just exploring in Zagreb, Croatia, and he's found the statue of Tomislav, the founder of Croatia.
This is all of our lost luggage.
We're going places, folks. Athel's not willing to pose like the figurines. He says enough is enough. What to do when you get back from a city visit and you find another chick in your tent. This baby bird is reminding me of my baby birds back home. This baby bird is chasing after its mother. What if my baby birds are trying to chase after their mother, but they don't have money for plane tickets? Oh my goodness, something just chased the mothers away. This is upsetting. Come back, your baby's here.
I think that's the father.
Right, we're about to set off for day 48 of our cycle ride, and great news this morning. Ethel raced off to Maribor with my very defunct bicycle brakes and got me completely kitted out with new brakes all through the bike. So I'm feeling like I'm not about to die on the hills today, which is great news.
And we've had a great time here at Camping Keke
Yeah,
in Maribor.
it's been awesome.
We're cycling through the Slovenian countryside.
I have brakes!
Gail has brakes. Getting out of Maribor was a little bit, scary, but not too bad. And now we're back on country roads, which we love.
We're about 33 kilometers from Maribor on our afternoon of cycling through the Slovenian hinterlands. Country roads and rivers. We're trying to work out if we have to go up that hill or around that hill. We are hopefully going around it, but we're not 100% sure. Just an unbelievably gorgeous farmy afternoon in Slovenia. We're on our way to Celje, but still another 45 km to go, so it's going to be a long day. Lots of reasons to do the amber route on the...
Our cycle route is now disappearing into a gorge. Quite dramatic. And there's a long climb ahead.
Every so often it's time to stop cycling and get out and just enjoy the amazing views. Just passed under a freeway actually, but the amazing Slovenian countryside views.
How's this for an impressive chart house at the top of the path that we've just ridden up? That's so beautiful.
We finished our lovely afternoon bananas and now we're off, saying goodbye to this beautiful Slovenian monastery in the hills.
We thought the castle was at the top of the hill, but no, it was at the bottom of the steep part of the hill. But it's not too bad, it's quite rideable and it's so pretty. Today's going to be a big day, 100k day.
Very hot day already. We spoke to the girls this morning, which was wonderful, but it also means we're leaving a bit late, so having breakfast at 10:30 at a stunning lake.
Yeah, and lots of food, lots of energy.
It's good.
The hills are big, but wow, the scenery is worth it. It is so stunning here, riding through Slovenia.
It's day 48. We're almost 20 k's in from Celje, and we have hit a lot of hills already in the day.
And there's still big ones to come.
Bigger ones to come. It's going to be a long day, but absolutely beautiful. You don't mind hills when they bring you to these places. Actually, you do mind them a little bit, I can't lie.
Today has been a day of hills, and there's still a big one to come. But for now, we're having a lovely flat ride through the fields of hops.
there we go. We're going up another hill, about 50 k's in. More beautiful scenery. We're so fortunate. Well, it's midday. We're sitting in a little bus stop looking out on the shrine, and there is need for prayer because, as Ethel will tell you,
We've got 35 kilometers of uphill cycling, and that's big uphill. We're climbing a total of 400 meters in those 35 kilometers, so not too steep, but just thoroughly climbing.
This climb is big, but it's actually quite gentle, so it makes it much more doable than the steep climbs. And it's quite spectacular scenery that we're going through this pass. Dense forests on both sides.
we're in the town of Kamnik, and what caught my eye is this sweet little mural, because we have seen so many snails in Slovenia and we have seen so many hills, so that really depicts our experience of Slovenia quite well. And here's our late lunch picnic spot because we are tired. Goodness. Ethel, what do you need to get up those hills?
A banoffee pie.
Yeah, Nutella and banana. The lunch of champions.
This hill has turned into a monster.
I'm
It's
so tired now.
over 11% grade. We're almost at the top, but the top just never seems to get here.
Oh, welcome to Slovenia and the Balkans.
We made it to the top of the pass.
We feel pretty proud of ourselves for that because we're still a bit sick and it's a really hot day. Who knew?
And now it's downhill.
We arrived in the town of Kamnik, so we're about 20 kilometers short of Ljubljana, and that will be for tomorrow. But happy to be here. We probably couldn't have gone another 20, and we're looking forward to making dinner. Oh, here's Ethel, nice and clean.
Feels more human.
A big day.